Have you ever wondered why you try to achieve something and you just cannot seem to achieve your goal? And it's almost like try, fail, try, fail, try, fail. It's like, why is it that we just cannot seem to get things right? So in week 6, we discussed that God crowns the humble with victory. Those who trust God and commit their plans to the Lord, they will succeed. They will have victory. The Lord leads us into all truth. He gives us the correct perspective, and that correct perspective sets us up for success. That is what it means to trust the Lord. It means to trust His way of thinking, because it's His way of thinking that leads to success. But whenever we trust in ourselves, we set ourselves up for failure, because at some point we will always stumble if we trust ourselves. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. So He gives us the correct perspective so that in every and any situation we set up for success. Week 6, we discussed humility and how when we humble ourselves, God lifts us up. When we submit our plans to the Lord, He shows us the way, the path we should take. However, if we strive in our own strength, we always tend to stumble and fall. Okay, week 7, we are going to discuss particular mindsets of self-reliance that set us up for failure. And what are these mindsets that cause us to stumble on our journey? Thinking it's too hard. Have you ever felt like this is too hard? I just can't do it. That's because we're trusting in ourselves. Day 2, we're going to discuss passing blame, finding reasons why we just cannot achieve our goals. It's always somebody else's fault. It's never my fault, and we just don't take responsibility. Passing blame or making excuses will cause us to self-sabotage. Then we will be discussing when we get tired of putting in the effort, like, do I really need to do this? And this is another sign that we're trusting ourselves, thinking that we don't deserve anything good. All those good things are for everybody else. Everybody else can achieve their goals, but I just can't. It's another sign that we are trusting ourselves. Lack or limiting mindsets. We might believe that we don't have the self-control. We just don't have the ability. Everything's set up against us. We are a victim and we just don't have the ability. All these mindsets make the journey way more difficult for us. And these are all just certain ways of thinking that are set up against our success. We make it harder for ourselves than we need to. Grumbling and complaining. It was nice when we were in Egypt. We were in bondage and in slavery in Egypt, but it was better. Now I'm out and I'm going towards the promised land, but things are just so hard. And we grumble and we complain. I can't have this, I can't have that. And are those things even good for us? Why are we grumbling and complaining about things that are poisonous for our bodies, that cause our bodies to be sluggish, cause brain fog? And this is a sign we do not have a correct perspective. And then lastly, we will discuss what we speak about, because what we speak about, we draw to us. We are a prophet of our own lives. What are we speaking? This is hard. I can't have what I want. What are the things we are speaking over our lives? Day 7, we're going to discuss focusing on and speaking about perceived lack instead of focusing on the supply around us. Look at all the abundance of all the good things I can have. How can I make this work? It's just a different way of thinking. And there is no lack. We believe there's a lack, but there is no lack because there's such an abundance of things that we can have that taste really great, that actually taste better. But do we believe it? So week 7, we are going to discuss all these prideful mindsets that cause us to self-sabotage.